Yo, what's good, YouTube? Zamcro here, aka Scoot, back with the Pokemon Battle Federation Season 5, Week number 1. Team Builder went up, so if you watch that, then you have an idea of what my team is. I'm going to go over it quickly, though. I have a Swords Dance, Flame Charge, Dragon Claw, Roost, Charizard, kind of a late game cleanup thing. I have a mostly defensively invested Suicune with Scald, Ice Beam, Protect, and Roar. Crobat is the Sharp Beak, Brave Bird set with U-Turn, Cross Poison, and Tailwind for the late game to help Mega MediCham or Charizard or Frostlass just clean up the game. Nextly, we have a specially defensive Fortress with the Akaberry, Stealth Rock, Gyro Ball, Volt Switch, and Counter. Pretty good check, just all around. Can take a hit from Landers, can take a hit from Snorlax, can get rocks up, Volt Switch out. Next up is going to be Choice Scarf Mega Medicham. Choice Scarf Medicham. I always say Mega. I don't know why. Very bad habit. But yeah, I have the Choice Scarf, like I said, Adamant Nature, enough speed to outspeed Superior. High Jump Kick, Zen Headbutt, Ice Punch, and Baton Pass. The moves are pretty self-explanatory, and then Baton Pass is there for momentum. So I have the Volt Switch, the U-Turn, and the Baton Pass for momentum switches. And because Doublade actually is a 100% check to Mega Medicham. I mean, fucking Scarf Medicham, which I do not, which he does not bring. He does not bring the Doublade. And then Frostlass is a Focus Sash lead with Spikes, Shadow Ball, Ice Beam, and Destiny Bond. So pretty cool set here. And he does bring the Medicham as expected, Landers as expected, Snorlax as expected, and then basically his team is exactly what I expected. Superior and Darmanitan are both huge threats. Mega Medicham and Landers are also huge threats, and Snorlax is a huge threat in a sense that it can set up and win. Mega Medicham just punches holes in teams. Serp and Darmanitan if Darmanitan's Choice Scarf, then the combination of both are very problematic with Rotom as a defensive pivot to Volt Switch out and stuff. I don't have a ground immunity, so Rotom Wash looks like a pretty nice lead to Volt Switch out on anything I have in. Alternatively, he could Predict Meter lead with Fortress or Frostlass and lead off with this Darmanitan and just click Flare Blitz and see what my switch in is going to be, which it's going to be Suicune, and but then it becomes mind games. I'm going to lead off with Frostlass as it is my designated lead with Spikes, and I want to get my Spikes up as soon as possible. So that's what we're going to do, and he actually does lead Darmanitan, so I'm pretty confident here he's going to click. He's definitely going to click U-Turn, because he could fear me to be Focus Sash, and if he goes for the Flare Blitz and I click Shadow Ball just to get rid of this threat, then the combination of Recoil and Shadow Ball will knock him out. Alternatively, I can just click Spike here and then switch into Suicune, and that's my game plan here. I'm going to click Spike, and then I'm going to click switch into Suicune, but he does go for the Flare Blitz, and it would have knocked me out, but I do have the Focus Sash. He could click Struggle there, but he might not have known that it actually does hit Ghost types. So I'm going to throw up another Spike, just predicting him to want to save his Darmanitan, in a sense that not really save it, but I had Suicune to switch into that all day. And he, like I said, he might not have known that he could have taken me out there, and he might have predicted me to switch out there as well. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw up another Spike. Didn't really mind if he attacked again or not, because he would have been locked into Struggle, and that gives Zard a free setup. So he does go out to Snorlax here, and I'm gonna click Destiny Bond, predicting him to go for the Pursuit. He actually goes for the curse though, so very nice there. I'm going to switch out here, predicting another curse, as it's basically set up fodder. Can't really do any damage to it unless it attacks me. So here he goes for the curse again, not realizing that I probably had roar. But yeah, I do pack the roar there, and he's brings him out into MediCham, and I'm gonna go right back into Frostlass, predicting either a fake out or a high jump kick. He does go for the fake out, does not land. He switches out here, so it leads me to believe that he doesn't have the bullet punch, or he would have clicked it there. He goes out into Snorlax again, and it's going to be rinse and repeat cycle here. I'm going to switch out into Suicune because I can't let him get too high. Because if he gets too high and Roar having negative priority, then I will lose to a Curselax, so I can't let that happen. I'm going to go straight for the Roar here. He does go for the Body Slam and gets the Para, which is unfortunate because obviously I'm paralyzed, and that alone can lose you a game. But it's going to be even more problematic to stop the Snorlax from sweeping me with Curse. So now he does bring me out into this thing. And if I was Infiltrator Crobat, I would have definitely hard switched into it right here. But I am Inner Focus, so I'm going to hard switch into my counter anyway. And I'm going to go straight for the Gyro Ball to break his sub. Now here I could click Volt Switch, which was probably my play. But I'm going to decide to go for Gyro Ball in case he did switch out. Not wanting to take a Gyro Ball or predicting my Aqua Berry, I'm going to be able to get my Stealth Rocks up here too. And he has no form of hazard removal, so I have 3 sets of spikes and my Stealth Rock up. He does go for the Will-O-Wisp and gets the burn, and his Hydro Pump shows me that he's actually very offensively invested. But so here I'm going to go into Charizard, predicting him to want to Volt Switch out or Hard Switch into Landers. I go for the Swords Dance as he reveals Thunder Wave. I don't necessarily agree with that play because had I been substitute variant with Dragon Dance, then I just win right there. But it works out for him, as I guess he didn't predict me to be substitute because it would be problematic for my team. He's going to go for the Hydro Pump here, and again showing me that he is very offensively invested. But I get paralyzed and can't roost it off. I do break through that paralyzation there on that turn and get the roost off as he misses a Hydro Pump, and I get another roost off. So these Hydro Pumps and these paras are going hand in hand here. I do break through there and get the Dragon Claw, doing a significant amount of damage as I do get parried on this turn, so I'm forced to roost again. As Hydro Pump can never 2-hit KO me unless he gets maximum rolls every turn. But as you can see, I can always roost off this damage. And he's actually out of Hydro Pumps now. So I thought that was pretty cool. Stalled him out of the Hydro Pumps. And here I'm going to click Dragon Claw, and I actually get paralyzed. So Charizard not being able to pick up the kill there. I'm going to go straight into Crobat, as I know he's going to go for the Dragon Pulse and knock him out with the Brave Bird there. If he switched again, he died to hazards anyway. So just going to pick up the kill there with Crobat. And now he brings in Darmanitan. Which I don't agree with this either, because if I'm Choice Scarf Crobat, then I just knock this bad boy out as well. So I would definitely think Rotom Wash was the play here. And I'm just going to go into Suicune here. Take 25% maximum here. And he actually gets a crit, 42%. So the paras on Charizard, the para on Suicune, and now the crit on Suicune. Having a little bit of problems here. Hex God's not favoring us today. But yeah, as you can see there, Flare Blitz is doing a maximum of 26%. And yeah, now I'm paralyzed and at a point of see, if he didn't get the crit there, I could save Suicune here. Still potentially going to save it because it's useful for Snorlax. So I'm going to switch out here. He goes for the Ice Punch. Not sure what he was predicting there. Maybe predicting Frostlass to come back in, which is a fair trade there, I guess. I'm going to go into Crobat here because I know Bullet Punch doesn't kill me, and I don't think he has it. And I can force kind of a kill here. Could have maybe went Frostlass there, but again, that would just give Snorlax the means of setting up. But it would prevent Landers from getting any damage off here if I would have went into Frostlass first. So I'm going to go into Charizard here, sack it off as he goes for the Stone Edge. He misses, goes for the Earthquake right after. So the only way the miss mattered was in a sense that he didn't risk it the second time, and he revealed that he's not Choice Scarf. So knowing that he's not Choice Scarf, I'm going to go into Frostlass here and force him out. Make a double switch into MediCham, predicting the Snorlax to come out. And this was huge for me. This was huge because now I'm in a position where I can just click Zen Headbutt. And if Landers comes in, I can sack off Frostlass. If he goes for Swords Dance, then I'm faster. And if he goes for the Supersonic Sky Strike, then he just knocks out my Frostlass, and then I can bring MediCham back in and click Ice Punch. But yeah, I think bringing MediCham in here was my best play, and I can just click Zen Headbutt here. It can do around 55% to Snorlax. So if he clicks an attack here, then I will 2-hit KO him. If he clicks Curse here, then I 2-hit KO him. And if he clicks Rest here, I have the chance to 2-hit KO him. So I'm just going to click Zen Headbutt here, and I'm going to get the flinch. So it's kind of unfortunate, and he did say he went for the Rest there. So if he did go for the Rest, I could just click Zen Headbutt again, force out the Landorus. Either Snorlax is 2-hit KO'd or Landorus comes in and takes damage again. And I can switch to Frostlass, and there's no scenario in which like Landorus is already burning its Z move, so it can't knock out my Suicune. So as long as Suicune doesn't get paralyzed, then I can knock him out with the Ice Beam or the Scald. I can eat one hit and knock him out with the Ice Beam or the Scald, and then MediCham cleans up anyway. Or if he went for the Swords Dance and I bring in Frostlass, then I can still outspeed and knock him out anyway. So I don't think that flinch mattered because I don't like I said, I think MediCham with Zen Headbutt just cleans up here. I'm gonna go for it again, knock him out there. And like I said, if he goes into Landers here, if he goes for Swords Dance, then I can go into Frostlass and Revenge Kill. And if he goes for Rock Polish here, then he has to attack my Frostlass. He can't set up a Swords Dance as well. And then I can go into Suicune and knock him out with either of my attacks. So there was no way he was getting up a Swords Dance and a Rock Polish here. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to switch out here into Frostlass as he goes for the reveals the Supersonic Sky Strike. Now I don't agree with that play either because he didn't need it for anything besides 100% knocking out Suicune. So I would have definitely saved it. And I'm just going to go into MediCham here. Revenge Kill with the Ice Punch. And then I don't think there was a way that he could win here unless I choked. But yeah, I think the game was over here. Unless he got, I don't know what he would have needed, to be honest. But yeah, he's I'm gonna be able to clean up with the Ice Punch here, and that's gonna be a good game. So really fun game to start out the season. 41 turn battle. It was pretty tense all the way, where I thought I had the advantage until Charizard got paralyzed, and then the scales tipped back in his favor. But I was able to get all my hazards up and put his team in a position to where they couldn't switch a lot, and regain momentum on that double switch and be able to knock out the Snorlax, and then put him in a position where he's kind of pickled to go in between Snorlax and Landers on my MediCham. And then I kept enough sacks around to where his Landers couldn't, it could never double dance. because if it double dances, it loses. Like in either scenario, if he goes for Swords Dance first, he loses to Frostlass, and if he goes for Rock Polish first, then Frostlass is sacked off. He has to attack, so that obviously I'm going to click Ice Beam to make sure that he doesn't think I'm going to choke and click Destiny Bond or something, and he gets a Swords Dance and a Rock Polish or something like that. And then as long as he didn't get up the Swords Dance, then Suicune lives any hit. So I do think I was pretty fine there. And I don't think the flinch mattered as much as the Hydro Pump misses and the Charizard pairs mattered. I'm just really glad Suicune's didn't come into play late game or something where Snorlax would sweep or something like that. Unfortunately, I got crit a few times, but it is the game we play, and we were managed to play around it good enough to come out victorious in the end anyway. But yeah, it's a really good game. I think he prepped really well, and I think that I had his. I knew what threatened my team the most. I think Superior and Darmanitan together, along with Rotom Wash and Landorus being able to, and even Medicham to an extent, being able to just gain momentum for those wall breakers to come in and really beat down my team. But I think I had brought some pretty cool techs like the Inner Focus Crobat, and then the Frostlass set and the Fortress sets were pretty cool. And then the Choice Scarf Medicham being able to clean up here at the end game. We're going to move on to 1-0 with a +3 differential. Of course, it is the first game of the season, so standings and stuff like that don't matter right now, but it's always nice to have a nice solid 3-0 win to start the season off, especially against somebody that's in our conference, somebody we'll be fighting against to earn one of those top 3 playoff positions. But yeah, that being said, good game, Curtis. It was really, really fun. I know that neither of us really had that much prep time. I believe we both prepped in one day. Well, you know what I mean, like a few hours of one day. And we both brought some pretty fun teams. I think the Cursed Snorlax was really nice against my team because it can set up on Charizard that's not already set up. It can set up on Fortress and Frostlass, and it had the Chesto Berry for like Smeargle, and being able to set up on Smeargles would have been cool to prevent Smeargle from setting up on one of your mons. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I'm just trying to cover all things. I think, I think the game was pretty fun. I think Superior was a nice bring, even though I had a pretty solid check to it. Superior with Leaf Storm. If I brought Tapu Bulu, would have been a real big problem for me. I know Curtis said that he thought I would bring Tapu Bulu, but just a little bit too slow for my liking for this match. As Darmanitan, I set up Superior, Landers and Mega Medicham all do work to it. Z-Move Fly from Landers just obliterates. But yeah, I think I brought a fun team, and I think it worked out really well. Just about as I envisioned the battle. I didn't do any mocks for this, but I looked at both rosters very in depth and made a team that I thought could succeed here. And we do pull out the 3-0 victory, so that's really nice. Looking forward to week 2. I think next we play, let me check. We play the Goldenrod Zebstracas, which is Skyrise. He kind of disappeared at the end of the last season, and he was the number 1 team overall. Disappeared in the last few weeks, missed playoffs due to that, and missed his chance at a title. So I really think he will be bringing full forces this season, trying to obliterate the league like he did last season. And I'm really glad we'll finally get to face off here, and he's got a pretty cool team too. So looking forward to that, Sky. Again, good game, Curtis. Yeah, I guess that's it. Let me know what you did differently in prep. Let me know what you did differently during the battle. And let me know if you agree with any of the things I did. And yeah, just feedback. Feedback's very important to me. But yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.